Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2022 GV60, the full electric Genesis. So as you can see here, we got some multiple lights, check brake system. Let me just start the vehicle. So it was towed in here, um, flatbed, and they told me that the there's a lot of lights in the cluster. So when they brought it in, they said that they cannot turn this off, the parking brake. So I was thinking it could be a C's parking brake, but when I was driving into the hoist, I don't feel anything like something is stuck. So I think what we're gonna do first is we're gonna scan for codes. Let's see what code we have on this one, because for sure they're all related, even though I could see here lane keep assist, the forward collision. In my I think understanding with this, they're all related because those modules are talking to each other, especially with this car, with the smart cruise control, with the regenerative braking. They're all communicating each other to to apply those components like the brakes to slow down and everything, right? So let's just wait. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we get first active code, pressure sensor primary electrical. um, that's my first time to see that code. I think he's talking about the I think this vehicle is also equipped with integrated brake module, meaning that it's a module there, and the brake pedal is just sending signal, right? There's no physical attachment between the brake pedal and our brake module, so it's all electrical signal. And we got here IAB, so that's integrated electric brake module. Yeah, so we have a CAN message failure. Okay, signal error. So it's gonna take a while. We'll wait until it ends, because as you can see there, we're 31 out of 57 modules. So we'll wait until it's done. Okay, so our full system scan is done. Let's just check if we have some history codes. Okay, so we got some brake pressure sensor not valid, CAN signal error. That's the vehicle system management, VSM. And then ACU and cluster airbag lamp CAN message mismatch. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about these history codes. What I'm worried is all this pressure sensor electrical, CAN signal error, right? So before we go crazy, I'm just gonna save this first. Okay, let's go to a DTC. Let's go to ABS first. Let's see if we can see some freeze frame when this code triggered. Maybe we have some clue there. So there's no freeze frame there. Okay, so what else that we found on the ADS parking? Okay, EFB. So there's no freeze frame, so it's useless. Let's go to our ABS module. Let's see our data there, if we can go in. So we're looking for the pressure sensor. Let's see if we can find that. So engine speed, ECU 14 volts, which is good. Pressure pedal, as you can see there, I didn't do anything at all. my 2 feet are on the floor, we got at least minus 0.12 bar. So in PSI, that's -1, right? Let's put it in bar again. Is this just a calibration issue? So let's see what else do we have here. Brake pedal angle sensor is 0. Do you have anything else here? Battery voltage is 14, which is good. Okay, so I don't see any. The only thing that I saw was that pressure bar. Where's that guy? Yeah, 0.0 is playing around. I believe that should be 0 because we're not applying anything on the brake pedal. So what we can do next is just go under the hood. I'll just do some visual inspection, and after that, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to calibrate the pressure sensor, the brake pedal, and see if it will, it will fix our issue here. And that's it. Okay, so we're under the hood. As you can see here, here's our brake fluid reservoir, and our concern component is under there. I'm just doing some visual here as much as possible. If I can see any out of ordinary. There's our connector there. Looks like it's okay. I don't see any chewed marks here, right? Okay, just to double check our connection here for our battery. Let's make sure that's tight. Yeah, so okay. So far, in this angle, I don't see anything. So maybe I have to remove the whole thing later, but let's try the calibration and if it's fixed, if it will fix or not. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to our management here. Turn off this fan. So I'm gonna go to our ABS, and then we'll get some pressure sensor calibration there. Okay, so press vehicle, pedal, standstill, ignition on. Okay, turn off 10 seconds. Then press OK. I'm gonna go try pedal sensor. Okay, press OK. Okay, so we still have these warning lights. I don't know if I have to clear this code here. Let me just select all those: ABS, the front radar, driving, parking. I think that's about it. Okay, still saying that. Can signal error. So now, I think for me is what I can do is and then we got say can message failure. um, so obviously that calibration for our sensor didn't work. um, this pressure sensor is part of that ABS module, or the integrated brake module. So let's just clear this code and let's see if it will come back, if it's a hard fault. Yeah, it's a hard fault. Okay, so I'm just gonna rescan it. Let's see if it's the same codes that we're getting. So we have still pressure sensor and the can signal error. Okay, that's good. At least it's hard code. So let's just go to our wiring diagram. Oh no, no data. Okay, I hope I can get, this is 2023. Found 2023 and the work order say 2022. I'm gonna go to the computer screen and look, maybe a 2022 GV60. Maybe I can get some wiring diagram there, and maybe what we can do is you can go on the harness and see or check the connector. But before I will check the connector at all, at least this is a hard fault, I'm gonna check our CAN network there and see what's going on, and we can decide what will be our repair on this vehicle. So I find this schematic here. So this is our unit here. I'm just gonna click this connector, and that's our big connector there. As you can see that arrow. So we got two power there, 1 and 30, one ground, E50 4614, and that ground is inside on our left corner on the front of the car. Now we got this CAN network here, low and high. I don't know what's this GCAN. This is my first time to see, so at least we're gonna know what's that. But the CCAN is normally the normal values will be the 2.5 to 3.5 for the high, and for the low will be 2.5 to 1.5. So we should expect that value when we go tap into this two lines here when we hook up our scope. So I'm just gonna remove that cargo tray there in front of our hood or under the hood, and so that we can easily check this network. Okay, so I forgot one more thing. We saw on our pressure sensor that it was reading negative or anything like that, and I didn't even apply any pressure on that brake pedal. Let me just try to see that data when I'm pressing it, right? So let me just graph that. Let's see if this changes. Okay, that changes a little bit. How about with force? Okay, so that's changing. Okay, so is there any data here that we need? There's an angle here. What are other pressure sensor here? So there's no other pressure sensor here. The rest are all just the valves. It's turning on and off. So it's saying here there's pressure sensor rear and front, but it's error or not supported. It could be that this is the two sensors that were failing. I don't know. This is my first time to see this kind of fault. Yes, so as my brake pedal angle there is moving, um, let me go check the service information if there's numbers here, specific numbers when pressing the brake pedal, right? Because right now I'm gonna hold that brake pedal on that position. I'm just reading 3 bar there, right? Or 4. So I'll be back and let's see if I can find that information. Okay, so I found this information. As you can see there, we get some values and for the pressure sensor for the front and the rear. But on our scan tool, we don't have that. It says error. And we get this pressure sensor for pedal and the brake pedal angle. So the only possibilities here is we got a faulty sensor, but which is inside the IEB, right? And we tried to do the calibration, but it didn't work. So let me see here. What's this pressure sensor other? Okay, the same thing. Not much information because this is too new. Even the service information is that's the only thing that they can give us, right? So since we get also a CAN signal error, it could be that the sensor is shorted and causing that CAN signal error. So let's just go and see that what is the G CAN and what's a C CAN. Okay, so I'm just removing this cargo tray here. So it's just a bunch of clips and 10mm bolt. I hope that's it. Yeah. Oh, we got the light here. Okay. Let's remove that. Okay, so we're in front here. I think I have to move you guys because we're gonna be touching on this side. I'm thinking, where would I put this camera? Because this is a high voltage area here. I don't want to do something in there. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna remove this connector. Because anyway, we have to remove the cover for that big connector, and at least we can access the pins there and the wiring collar so that we can accurately put our testing leads to see our network. First is I know you will not see anything here because the space is too tight. I don't even know how to remove this connector. Okay, so that connector is out. I know what they always say that don't remove anything before doing some testing, but we have no choice on this one. We're gonna do some visual inspection first on the top of the connector, right? So let me move you. Okay, so here's our connector. Right now, what I'm doing is checking that female pins. Make sure there's nothing in there, no corrosion. And we're gonna check also our ABS side, or the integrated side. Make sure that there's no debris there or bent pin, right? Just to cover our bases. So next will be, what I'm gonna do is, our concern will be 1 and 14. I think that I believe that's our power feed um, to the module, and then our 46 and 30, if I'm not mistaken. No, 46 and 14 are ground. So this side is ground, and our power is 1 and what's this? 30. 1 and 30. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a test light in there. Let's see if our test light brights up correctly or nicely. At least we can rule out our power and ground issue. Right? Just to make sure. So I'm gonna just put the ignition on. So here's my test light here. If you can see that, I'm using a 5 amp bulb. So I'm just gonna quickly check our battery with the connection and see if we get a good light. Okay, so that's good. Now we're gonna check our power and ground. So our ground side is this side. So I'm just gonna touch it because you're not supposed to from front probe it because it will damage the terminals. So I'm just gonna slightly touch it. So there's our ground side here, and there's our power side. As you can see there, the test light works, that other power works. I'm gonna move on my ground to the other ground terminal. Same thing. Okay, so I know on the circuit it will show that power and ground there, or the fuse that's using it, it's rated 60 amp, right? But I think that's good enough for me. I know I'm not stressing that enough for current to come in, but at least we're using a 5 amp. So now my next will be if I can remove this connection here and look for that CAN network so that we can tap in there, right? And let's see. Alright guys, so I remove our connector here. I have no choice but to remove it, the cover, because I have to make sure that we're on the right wire for CAN high, CAN low, and the G CAN high and G CAN low. So as of now, we got this reading. I don't know if our yellow is still connected. It's not. Is it? Okay, let me fix that connection there. And then, what do you call that? That's an unplugged one. So we're gonna try to plug it and see what we can find or what's the difference, right? So now, what I'm gonna do is, let me just adjust this time base here. Where's that guy? So I'm gonna do ignition on, and let's see what we have here. So there's ignition on right now. I'm just gonna push this because we don't have that connector that holds this brake module, right? Okay, so let me adjust this guy here. So as you can see there, we get some communication going on. No. connected. Now you know what? I'm not connected properly. I'm gonna try to put our cover. Let's see if this is doable. If I can do this. Okay, I'm in. So I'm just gonna lock that. Okay. So now that's locked. I'm gonna do ignition on. And at least we can see our data. Okay, so we got our data here. Let me just stop this. This is ignition on. Now the important thing is we just want to see our communication. And it's toggling from 2.5 to 3.5. This one is reading 4 almost. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So there's just some noise there. So that's 3.5, our blue from 2.5, and then our red will be, so I'm just gonna leave that cursor there, and our red will be from 2.5. So consider 2.5 to 1.5, which is good, or 1.3. Doesn't really matter right now. And our Gcan, so the one that we're measuring earlier, the blue and red, that's the C. And for our green and yellow, that's our Gcan. So I don't know what's a Gcan, but I'm gonna expect that it's gonna be the same voltage reading. So our green will be 3.5 and their base is 2.5, so that's good. And then our yellow, the low side of the Gcan is 2.5 going to our 1.5. So why we're doing this, because I just want to know if we have communication going to our module, right? Because we got a CAN signal error on our code, and I just want to make sure that there's communication between this brake module and our other modules. Because if we have a broken communication, we should fix that first before anything else. But as we can see here on this setup, we got our power and ground, and we have communication. So those three, at least, that we know that it's good. So now I'm gonna call for a new brake module because the pressure sensor is inside in there, and we will see what will be the fix for this, and then I'll update you.